Hello, welcome to Nine Design 3D. Today we will make MP5 gun for our games and animation assets. Let's go to the tutorial. First we will add our reference image. You can find most of different variation for this gun because it's too old. Decrease opacity and choose selectable. We will start with a circle as a 14 vertices, rotate an x-axis, place it for your gun reference image and as to scale. For main body part, tap to edit mode, E to extrude. You can add different loop cuts, G to move bottom part of the edge line. We will prepare it for grooved part. Add another loop cut with Ctrl R. Choose these bottom vertices and make upper holder. Add another loop cut for the top. We will give a round shape for it. E to extrude top part for make it longer. For groove parts, choose faces. E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale. Add an edge line with loop cut and delete half of it, and add mirror modifier, check clipping. For the top groove part, make it same again. E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale. Add extra loop cuts with Ctrl R. And move your edge lines. You can hold it with Alt and choose your edge lines, and G to move. You can make it in wireframe mode with Z. Again, choose your faces. For giving outside, E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale. For the adult groove channels, you can make it same. Choose this edge line, E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale for giving extrusion to inner it. And E to extrude for the front side. For the back part of it, you can make it longer with extrusion. Choose your vertices and F to fill. Choose 4 vertex and continue to F to fill. You can add extra loop cuts for making these parts of the quads. You can follow this process like that. For the front side body part, again, E to extrude. For back part, under the upper receiver piece, G to move your vertices and give a bit shape. Add a circle with the 16. We will make this back part. Choose bottom vertices and G to move them, E to extrude, Z to wireframe. You can move your edge lines for giving this shape. You can match it with your reference image. Don't forget to check with the side view. Again, we will delete half of it and add mirror modifier. Don't forget to check clipping. For the side view, with numpad 3 you can go it. Select your sidelines and G to move it like that. And you can make it smooth with the right click. For the back part, E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale for giving a bit different shape. Making the smooth corners, Ctrl B to bevel. For big holder, add a cube and scale. G to move your vertices down with extrusion. Ctrl B to bevel for edges. In this holder group part, you can add another loop cut. Choose middle of faces. We will make same thing again. E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale. For the shoulder point, I forgot how to make it the show, but it's easy. You will add a cube and Ctrl B to bevel for the sides. For the shoulder point's back part, we will add a cube again and add loop cut, add mirror modifier after that. Give a bit a round shape for this and move your loops. We don't make any extra thing. We only move with our vertices and adding some extra loop cuts for this for matching reference image. I recommend you can look front and top view on the internet. Which gun you want to model, you can check it. Choose your inner edge line and E to extrude, Alt click and Alt S to scale. G to move a bit in Y axis because we added mirror modifier. E to extrude for the back part. Choose 4 vertex. Add extra loop cuts with Ctrl R, inner part of it. Merge at center for the sides. You can continue the fill with F for giving a bit of quad shape. Ctrl 1 for giving subdivision surface modifier with level viewport 1. You can move your edge lines. It will look like that. Add a circle with 16 vertices. We will make lock piece for this. In tab to edit mode, E to extrude. For the face, E to extrude, right click and S to scale. Again, E to extrude in X axis and S to scale again. You can see my case strokes from the bottom left. If I miss something to say, you can check it from there. It looks a bit tiny, don't worry, we will make it huge later. For the gun handle, we will add a cube and place it. Z to wireframe. Move your vertices. This little circular shape, we will make it with the edge lines. You can move, after adding edge lines with the Ctrl R, you can move your vertices for giving this shape. It will look a bit hard, don't worry, we will add a subdivision surface modifier to this. For the pin areas, you can give shape with your hand. Add another loop cut for this. E to extrude your gun handle's back part. For the down part of the handle, continue E to extrude for this. For the trigger guard, you can E to extrude your faces and I to inset. Continue to E to extrude, I to inset. And for the last, for the trigger guard, you can continue to E to extrude. Delete these faces. Choose your vertices and merge at center. Ctrl 1 for giving subdivision. You can add extra loop cuts for this, for giving a bit roundy and hard shape. Add a cube for trigger and scale. Give a shape with extrusion like that. Ctrl+1 for inner piece, for subdivision, and add extra loops. Add a circle. Add a circle for hold for wireframe, and E to extrude. Give your shape with matching reference image. For group parts of this, choose your faces, E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale. Give a shade smooth and don't forget to check auto smooth. Add loop cuts for middle of it and delete half of it. Add mirror modifier again in y-axis. E to extrude, Alt S to scale. And you can fill it like that. Add subdivision again with Ctrl+1. Give an extra shape. Add a circle with the 14 vertices. For the front sightening, Shift E to duplicate your circle. Shift E to duplicate again. F to fill for the connect part. Choose all with A and E to extrude. For the flame firing, you can E to extrude, I to inset, and S to scale. For the middle side, you can E to extrude, Alt S to scale, I to inset, and continue to E extrusion. Don't forget to check auto smooth for this. Choose front and back edge lines with Alt, E to extrude, loop tool, bridge. For the middle points, you can I to inset and scale, E to extrude in Z-axis. Add circle again with 14 for making the little connection part. Again, we will E to extrude, right click, Alt S to scale, and continue to E to extrusion for this. For the upper receiver, you can add a cube for the bottom part of it. With the Ctrl+R, add loop cut, E to extrude, front vertices like that. Add another cube and scale it. Add 2 loop cuts. Choose side bottom faces. Continue to E to extrude. Add another loop cut. And E to extrude again. We will give a shape like that. Add another loop cut middle of it. Delete half of it and add mirror modifier. We will make same process. Add a circle again with 16. S to scale for the upper receiver. E to extrude in Z-axis. E to extrude, right click, S to scale, and E to extrude again. We will continue to make same process for this. Choose some pieces with the similar bias. Select E to extrude, up. Select all with A, E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale, shade smooth and auto smooth. Choose your inner edge line, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale again, and place it. Add subdivision surface modifier to this and give a bit smoothness. Add another loop cut for your edges. Let's make some details. We will make this I think aim point, I can say E to extrude some part of it. For the gun handles, you can choose your faces when the subdivision active, E to extrude and S in y-axis. Give some extra details for the front siding. We will add circle with the 16. We will make pins. Move it where place you want. Shift it to duplicate. For making other pins, you can choose inner edge line and S in x-axis like that. For giving a different shape. I will make it basic because I will make my gun black. If you want, you can add some camouflage texture, how you want, or give different shapes for your other holders. As I say, this gun have most of variation. For this part, we will make same thing again, I to inset, E to extrude and S to scale. Give a bit around the shape. I don't want to use in this the Boolean modifier, so I will continue to make it this way. For the front side, again I to inset and S to scale on x-axis, add another extra loop cuts. Choose your edge line like that, right click loop to circle. Choose middle faces and E to extrude. I will make little holes with this method. Add some loop cut, I to inset your face, S in x-axis, add extra loop cuts, choose your edge lines, loop to circle. With the middle face, E to extrude down. You can make it same way. Where hole you want, you can edit. For this part, we will add circle again. E to extrude for top faces. Choose your 4 vertex line and continue to F to fill. Add extra loop cuts for this and continue to F to fill. First select all, E to extrude in y-axis. After that, select these front faces, I to inset and E to extrude. I will make it black, as I said, a bit metallic. If you want, you can add some camouflage or different variation how you want. I set all my colors with black, and for the pins, I use silver metallic color. If you want, you can add some text for your gun, but I want to show how to make for the game asset with the easily and clean modeling. We will add some bump for giving the metallic details, scratch like that. Add a bump node and noise texture. Connect texture coordinates object to vector. Add color ramp between noise texture and bump. You can give different details for this. Add same bump if you want for the pins. Don't forget to check Node Wrangler for the mapping node. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later in new tutorials.